the very first war after the release of Necropolis, and we are already facing a Maestro boss, and I was tasked with figuring out a way to deal with him. Now this guy has four main defensive threats. He has a very high health pool, he has glancing, very annoying block penetration, as well as the cosmic radiation aura damage. And that's a lot to deal with using just a single champion, especially when you throw in nodes as well. So, to start ticking off those boxes, Kate Bishop's damage output is pretty insane, so the high health pool, not an issue. As for the glancing, it only affects basic attacks, so your special attacks will not fail any effects that they apply, and their damage is unaffected. That means Kate Bishop is able to apply those cold snaps without any issues. As for the block penetration, her playstyle doesn't require too much blocking, so while she doesn't completely counter that, it's not too big of a problem. Now all that leaves is the cosmic radiation, but that is not something Kate Bishop by herself can deal with all too well. However, thankfully the attack tactic, being decay and Kate Bishop benefiting from it, means that if she can have debuffs on the opponent, she will be able to reduce the damage from that ability. Now the glancing would prevent her from applying the slow and tracking debuffs on her heavy attack. However, there is one small thing that you can do to completely shut that down as well. And that one thing is Mr. Fantastic pre-fights. They are debuffs and they will interact with the decay tactic, assuming you are using a decay tactic champion for the fight itself. And that is the perfect add-on for Kate Bishop to be able to completely shut down Maestro, every single defensive ability that he has, essentially completely countered. And that makes this fight extremely safe and relatively easy to take as well, provided you can dex his specials without too many issues. And now with the explanation out of the way, let's get to the actual fight itself. Now your main goal in this fight is to make sure that you do not lose the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights, because if you do, you also lose your protection against the cosmic radiation damage. Then and only then will this fight become a race against the clock. Now, keeping the debuffs up is very simple. Either knock him down with your special attacks often, or bait a heavy attack and punish it with yours. The spacing for his heavy attack is very easy to do. You simply just dex once when he throws it and throw your own heavy attack. That's all there is to it, and that basically covers this whole fight. Now just to note, Kate Bishop's ability to pause and refresh her arrow effects cannot fail due to glancing, so you shouldn't have any issues keeping those cold snaps on for the whole duration of the fight. So, as long as you can easily and consistently dex those special ones, this fight becomes very simple to do. And just a side note, Kate Bishop is not the only counter or option that works, but I do believe she is the safest.